Hello viewers, welcome to our channel View on Stocks. This is my first video. Let me introduce you to Renko charts. Disclaimer: any information provided is for education purpose only. I am not a registered broker, dealer or an advisor. If any stocks are going up or down, I might have taken or I might not have taken. Whatever I am expressing here, obviously my opinions and not necessarily an investment advice. Trading involves substantial risk of losses. Disclaimer about the strategy: this system has brought me a new hope of life in making enough money for a retirement for someday. I've made a lot of success ever since I've discovered the Renko and started using it. I must frankly let you know that it is not a 100% winning strategy or a holy grail. There will be winning streaks and there will be losing streaks as well. And this particular system is used for getting the best entries. And there is still a flaw in the department of finding perfect exit strategies. I still have to come across someone or something that knows the perfect exit strategy and exit timings. Let me start by introducing you to this particular Renko charts. What Renko charts is all about. My name is Sritadhama. I'm here because I wanted to share my opinion on entries and exit on various NSE F&O stocks and indexes by using Renko charts. So let me take you through the process. Now these are the regular candlestick graphs what we actually see. Candlesticks consist of a body and a shadow. Body will tell us, the color of the body will tell us whether the market is bullish or whether the market is bearish. And the shadow will tell us whether the prices got rejected or whether the prices got extended. Now, the same thing, the market keeps moving up and down and up and down. And there are a lot of candle patterns that we need to analyze for us to come to a conclusion, right? So we try to move on to a next level by getting into something called as the Renko graphs. So in Renko graphs, the bricks are created 45 degrees to one another. There is no consecutive bricks. Okay. And then each and every brick, we try to define the points. For example, we try to choose two ways. One is by looking into ATRs or by traditional method. In traditional method, we can define the box size, and ATR actually defines the boxes based on the true range of the market of this particular script. Now Bank Nifty, it has defined the ATR as 1000. So if I try to choose any other script starting like Aarti Drugs, the brick size came to 35. Or if I go to Adani Power, the brick size comes to 5. So what happens here is any movement within 5 points will be considered as noise. Any movement above 5, a new brick will be created, or any move above 10, that is 5 movements below and 5 movements further down, will be predicted as a reversal candle, reversal brick here. Now if you see here, all the green represents the bullish and the reds represents the bearish, right? So based on what time frame we actually deal, so the closing point of that particular time frame will be taken and the bricks will be constructed. Now for weekly graphs, this is the bricks and the ATR will be 5. And if I get into monthly graph, that is totally changed. ATR will be 10. And if I get into the daily graph, the settings will totally change. That is for 5. So in that way, we'll be able to define. Now, what are the major advantages and major disadvantages whenever I'm trying to use the Renko bricks? What happens is, in the Renko charts, imagine this as a Nifty graph. The market is actually creating various candles and shadows and showing us the market is taking a slight reversal from this particular point. But unfortunately, we'll come to know afterwards that it was just a pullback. But in Renko bricks, we'll be able to identify that this entire movement was just 2 candle bars here. So by using the Renko charts, we'll be able to enter at a precise level and we will be able to catch the entire trend. Now, what are the pros and cons when we try to use the Renko graphs compared to the regular chart? Now, in the regular chart, we actually use multi-time frame analysis. Something like trend, trade, and entry. We'll be analyzing whether the market is in uptrend or downtrend using the daily chart. Then we get into the 30 minutes time frame and identify the resistance and support. And finally, we get into the 5 minutes graph, confirm it with the candlesticks, and we take a position. So we are supposed to monitor, the higher time frames, the mid time frame, and the lower time frame for us to get a better timings and better entry levels. The same thing when we are trying to use the Renko graphs, it is totally different. What we are going to do in the Renko graph, we are going to use only one time frame, and we are going to look into the sizes of the bricks here, and we try to take the decision. This is one major thing. The second advantage here is the variable risk to reward ratio. In the regular chart and in the fixed chart, in the Renko graphs, it is quite different. Now let me show it to you what is that. Imagine I just want to choose any stock, maybe let me get into, alkylamines. Now this entire brick, whatever we are watching here, if I have to take a short position, I will have to maintain a stop loss at 8,500 and I'll have to take a short position at 7,500. So nearly 1,000 points is the stop loss, right? And the reward can be anything. If the market reverses, the stop loss will be hit, correct? But now if I just convert it into the Renko bricks, right? And the ATR is 250 here. Let me double click and get into the traditional one. Make it as 20. See here, what actually has happened is it has given me strict stop loss as to where I have to supposed to close. I'll be entering a short position somewhere at 8,055. That is, the lowest point is 8080. That will be the low where I'll be entering the trade, maintaining a strict stop loss at this particular high. That is above 8120 will be my stop loss. And fortunately, the market fell down, and if at all I have to exit, I'll be exiting at 7658. Right? So this entire trade I'll be able to take by maintaining a stop loss. This cannot be possible using the regular chart. Regular chart gave me a short position only after this particular area, that is at 7577. So the risk to reward ratio, sometimes it is very long or sometimes it is very small. But when it comes to the regular Renko bricks, the risk is always fixed. That is, I'll be taking the risk of 2 bricks, and reward can be unlimited. Until the market keeps showing me the green candles, I'll be able to hold on to the position, and until it shows 2 red color bricks, I'll be able to exit the trade. So in that way, that is one more advantage of using the Renko regular charts. There is a bit of lagging factor in the candlestick graph. If you see this particular example here, the ICICI Bank sheet here, what I'm showing, it gave me a sell signal at 621.57. Right? It was very far. But when I'm using the Renko bricks, the short signal was given at the resistance level, and it was at 624.98, almost 3 rupees before. So people who are trading in future and options will know the value of that particular 3 rupees. Now let us try to understand what are the myths that we know about the Renko graphs. The first one is the bricks gets repainted. Definitely true. If you look into the tradingview.com bricks, if the market suddenly comes down, let me show you how it happens. Imagine the market is actually trading in this way and it starts coming down. Something like this. What happens is this particular brick gets eliminated and there will be a formation of brick from here. Something like this. Let me change the color. Yeah. So if I zoom in, right? So this particular, from here the market starts falling. What happens? The brick starts painting from here. So we'll never know what actually happened there. This is one challenge what we actually face whenever we are trying to look into the traditional tradingview.com or any other website Renko bricks. Right? So this can be eliminated by using one of a very good software which is called as MetaTrader. So in MetaTrading software, the Renko bricks are programmed in such a way that it will not get repainted, but it will be showing a kind of shadow. If the market had moved up to this particular level and it started bouncing back, it will show in terms of a shadow. So in that way, we'll be able to actually identify whether the market had moved up to this particular position and bounced back. Because in candlestick graphs as well, the shadow will play a major role. Longer the shadow, stronger is the reversal in that way. So this particular myth can be eliminated by using various paid versions of MetaTrading software. The second one is loss is double. Yes, how is the profit and loss calculated in the bricks is every brick, imagine it is 1 point. Okay. Now what happens is if there is a reversal, it is actually 2 points. From here to here 1 and from here to here another 1. So every reversal brick consists of 2 points of losses. The brick's size can be 5 points, 10 points, 1000 points, 1500. In that way, we'll be able to define the brick size, correct? Now here, if we put it as 1 point, it will always be 2 points loss. Now how will we be able to take the advantage? We need to take a position in the trend based market. Imagine this particular trend. I will be taking a buy position on every bearish candle. Right? What actually happened after that? The market reversed and it started continuing in our direction. So I'll be getting 2 points of profits rather than reversing the trade and putting the stop loss. Right? So the market is continuing on the upside. I got the bearish bricks here. I'll be taking buy and another buy and I'll be accumulating the position. In that way, what happened? If the market reverses, I'll be getting 2 points as profit, and if the market comes down, my stop loss will be only 1 brick. That is 1 point. So what did I actually do here is I reversed the strategy. Instead of taking a trend trading position, I started taking counter trend trading position. That actually helped me to double or increment the profits and reduce the losses. The third myth, what we actually know is the loss is huge in the range bound market. Yes, so if you see, if we try to trade in the range bound market, something like this, we have been told that we have to take each and every signal which appears in the Renko graphs, right? Buy, sell, because chances are there we might be able to lose the entire rally in case if you are not able to take the entire trade. So what we can do is we can try to take the extreme condition, we try to identify the extreme conditions of the market and we try to take the trade only based on the direction of the market. For example, if I am taking a sell position from here, the market starts coming down. Very good. I got a buy signal. I'll be eliminating this buy signal. I'll not take a buy. If the market rallies, that is okay. I'll be maintaining the stop loss here, right? So I'll not be taking this particular buy trade. I'll be going for this sell trade. I put a stop loss here. Once again, I did not take a buy trade. I took a sell trade here. So whatever trades I'm taking, I'll be taking the trade in the direction of the major trend. In that way, what happens in the range bound market, if we are actually doing the trade based on all the signals, imagine the loss is 100%. Now, if I'm taking the trades only in the direction, almost nearly 40% of the losses will be eliminated. Why I'm telling 40%? You'll understand from the money management rule. I might lose some rallies, but that is okay for me. So, but still we'll not be able to, cover up all the major challenges what we are actually facing through Renko graphs. There are few challenges that we'll not be able to eliminate. One is we'll not be able to identify the gap ups or gap down. Okay, so let me show you one indicator which we actually use to identify the gaps. Now, if you see this, there is a threshold level which is something depicted as phi. Okay, now what happens here, if the dots here, the histograms which are appearing below phi, that means to say we'll not be able to take any trades at those areas because this did not give us any chance and it started appearing in a full fast manner. Continuously the market was shooting up. So all these areas what you're watching will not be able to take any trade, but these bricks what you're watching here, this histogram, this cell, this candle, we'll be able to take trades because it gave us sufficient time for this particular brick to be formed. Now these are the gaps what I was telling, like 28th the market closed and 29th the market opened. So as soon as the market opened, from here to here there was a gap up in Bajaj Finance. So in that way, what actually happens is whenever there is a gap up or gap down, in this example if you see 29th April the market closed and 30th April the market opened, and continuously the market started falling. There was a gap down from 5,400 up to this particular price, that is 5,370. Continuously there was a gap down, and then market once again started shooting up from 9:15 when the bell rang, and it gave us a chance somewhere here at this particular area. So this entire rally we would have missed. But if at all we had taken a counter trend trading position on the previous day, I would have actually taken a short position somewhere here or somewhere here, maintaining a strict stop loss above the resistance. And fortunately, the gap downs were in my favor. Similarly, it goes to the gap up areas. So if at all I had taken a buy position when the market had closed in this particular junction, right? So this particular area, the market opened, gap up. Stop loss, gap up. So in that way, I'll be able to take the advantages of gap up or gap down if we are using the trades based on the counter trend trading strategy. Another major challenge what we have to face is no set and forget strategy. So most of the people who are actually trading BTST or STBT trade or taking a positional trade, they can just put a position, maintain a stop loss, and they can just go have a tea and come back. They don't have to sit in front of the terminal. But when we are trading Renko, we have to sit in front of the terminal because each and every signal matters for us. We need to know market is in our favor or not in our favor, point number one. And point number two, we have to look into these signals. We might not miss. It can happen suddenly or it can take its own time. If we are not sitting in front of the terminal and this entire movement had actually happened, then we would have missed a chance of taking a buy and making money, right? So we are not supposed to do this set and forget strategy in this Renko. Compulsory from 9:15 to 3:30, we have to sit in front of the terminal, or we have to increase the brick size so that the entire day market keeps fluctuating between that particular brick only. Now defining the brick size is also a major challenge what most of the people faces, right? So what actually happened, either we can choose the ATR, right? So ATR gives us a specific brick size here for any stocks, whatever you choose, right? For Alembic Pharma, 35. So what we can do whenever we are trying to construct the graphs, the Renko bricks here, we can use the same ATR value to identify the brick sizes, and that can be made as a traditional one. So for each and every script, the brick size changes. For Reliance, if you just ask me, it is 700. For Bajaj Finance, it is 750, right? For Bank Nifty, it is 4,500. So in that way, each and every company or each and every script which we trade actually has got a different brick size, so that we'll be able to look into the graphs without any repainting one. Okay, so this entire candlesticks, whatever you're watching, does not repaint. It will be formed, and in case a movement had happened in the past, then it will be depicted as a shadow, and then the bullish candle will be formed. So in that way, we'll be able to look into the decision as to what is it that we are supposed to do. Fine. So these are some of the challenges which will not be able to omit. We have to face this particular consequences. Now let me get into the strategy directly. What is the strategy that we are going to follow? Entry rules and exit rules, and finally we'll speak about the trading psychology. Now whenever we are looking into the entries, the first thing that we are going to look into is the mean reversion band. So this band, whatever we are seeing, is a, let me show it to you. It is similar to a Bollinger Band. So the Bollinger Band consists of a mid band which is moving average, and the parallel lines are the deviated lines. So these blue bands and the red band are the deviated lines. So we are going to enter only when the Renko bricks are on the extreme sides of the band, that is beyond blue or beyond red. Those are our high probability trades. And if the bricks are created in the middle, we are going to continue with only one single direction trade, either taking only sell trades or taking only buy trades. In that way, we will be able to avoid 40% of the losses. Now let me show you the complete strategy here. The dots what you are seeing here, the blue one and the red one, are the resistance and support lines. The pink and the red represents the resistance line. The blue and this particular color represents the support line. Now we have to wait for the bricks to cross the blue band, and we also need to wait for this buy arrow mark above the blue band. So this is a confirmation that we are supposed to take a buy entry. Keep continuing the position, and wherever there is a bearish candle, if you have sufficient capital, you can always add on to the particular position until the bricks goes and touches the red band. So red band is the resistance one, and within that, if you find this pink support resistance lines, you will be able to take the short positions once you get the arrow marks. Below the arrows, you'll be able to take sell, and once if the market hits the resistance line and closes above, this is my high probability buy trade. I'll be able to hold on to the position until I get a sell signal. So take a buy position somewhere at 31,857. My exit will be somewhere here at 31,989. And after that, maintain a strict stop loss at this particular red line, take a sell position. Fortunately, in the near future, the market never touched the resistance line. And once it touches the resistance line, we'll be exiting the trade. So from here, for example, 32,040 was the low. Imagine we entered the position maintaining a stop loss. Market actually came to as low as 31,590. Either you can exit whenever you get a buy entry here because it is below the Bollinger Band or the mean reversion band, or you can trigger the stop loss and increment the lottages until you make sufficient profit from 32,177 to this particular low, that is 32,400. The reason because if you are incurring loss, you will be able to increment the lottages and you will be able to take the trade on the buy side. So this is a high probability trade and you can expect the market to go up. Then what happened? We found another sell signal here, took a sell, maintain a stop loss. Fortunately, the market was coming down, it crossed the mid band and it gave me a bullish signal. Either you can exit here or you can trigger your stop loss, increment the lottage and take a buy position, and then follow this particular entire data. The market gave you a third entry here. So one lot sell, stop loss, two lot sell, stop loss. Now the third lot sell. Fortunately, the sell signal is at 34,444. The market came down, and it gave you buy signal touching the blue line here. Right? Either you can exit here, start looking into the buy trades, or wait until the blue dot comes here. So now here, if you observe, you start getting the stop losses hit for all the buy trades, but the take profits for all the sell trades because market is actually moving on the downtrend. So the strategy is very simple. Identify the extreme conditions in the mean reversion band, wait for the resistance or the support lines to occur, wait for the buy signal or the sell signal to take an entry. The take profit will be the opposite side of the band and stop loss will be exactly above the red dot or below the blue dots. Strategy is very simple. We don't know when that is going to happen. The main psychology what you are supposed to have is two important things. You are not supposed to trade with fear of loss or greed of making money. So if this particular psychology is there, no matter how much capital you have, no matter what 100% accurate strategy you have, still you will be in the losing streaks. So make sure that you are just simply following the trades and the strategy, whatever you have built in. This is a back-tested strategy which gave me sufficient profits, and whenever I was incurring huge amount of losses, this strategy has helped me to cover up all the losses and bring back the capital. So this was one such example which recently happened in Bajaj Finance. 27th April, I got a sell signal, hit the stop loss, increment the lottage, take a buy position. Same thing, sell signal, hit the stop loss, increment the lottage, take a buy position. Lottage, sell position. So in entire time, I was able to make money in the market overextended condition when the market was going up, right? And this is one more example of Adani Ports, where you got a buy signal somewhere at 742.35. The market actually went up and gave you a signal of exit at 761. Similarly, I got a sell position somewhere at 759, and constantly the market is going down. So it is very simple. Install the MetaTrader software, get the data feeds of NSE and BSE stocks, install the Renko Expert Advisor, which will help you to create the offline graphs. Install our template. You will know where to take a buy signal and where to take a sell signal. It is that simple. Now we also have a free subscription and a paid subscription. Now in the free subscription, you will be able to see all our technical analysis, where on a regular basis I'll be sharing the videos, probably on a day-to-day basis, and I'll be sharing what are the levels and what Renko graphs are actually telling you using the softwares. Only thing what you'll not be having as a free subscriber is the custom indicators, and the customer support will not be having. But as a paid subscriber, we will be giving you the access, through the WhatsApp. We will be giving you the help and support on a regular basis. Okay, so welcome to our channel. I would also like to thank all our team members and one of my friends, colleagues, everyone who actually helped me to open this particular channel, and help me to share all my thoughts and opinions about the Renko based strategies. You can find me at this particular WhatsApp, as well as we also are in Instagram. You can follow us through the Instagram. We run various courses related to fundamentals and technical analysis as well. Thank you very much.